The focus of the Feast of the Annunciation of the Lord is the Incarnation. From all eternity, God desired that the second person would become man, would become one of us and take on our humanity. It was a plunge into our reality from God, who is love. We had sinned and rejected God, and he came to redeem us. And likewise, from all eternity, he chose Mary to be conceived in her mother's womb without original sin, to be a worthy vessel to hold the Son of God and to give him birth. And Mary cooperates with Jesus in the salvation of the world. She has a major role to play because she accepts Jesus, accepts him into her body and her soul. Prior to Mary conceiving Christ in her womb, she conceived Christ in her heart. Her heart was open to God and his will. And so she was ready to accept God's will. She didn't understand all of it, but she was trusting in God. Some writers have been criticized for placing Mary on a pedestal, a little too high. And they're certainly wrong in criticizing that, because God did place Mary on a pedestal. He placed her in a position of great grace. He filled her. The angels said, "Hail Mary, full of grace." God gave her a singular gift of his grace. So she was born and conceived without original sin. But in the same way, he's put us on a pedestal, because through Mary accepting the Incarnation, she cooperates with Christ in redeeming us, so that now the Holy Spirit and God the Father and Jesus, the Trinity, can dwell within us. So in a real way, we're on the same pedestal, because the Lord wants to dwell within each and every one of us. We are all called to be a sign of his presence in the world. So today is a great feast. It's the feast reminding us that God so loved us that he would come down and take on our flesh, even suffer and die on the cross in order to redeem us and provide a place in heaven for each and every one of us. And we have to be grateful to our Blessed Mother, whose openness and obedience to God made it possible. Let us stand and offer our prayers and petitions.